Hello, I'm Alan.
And I'm Deborah.
And we just completed a 61-day ultimate Canadian Maritime tour.
It was great. We met more people and had more fun than you could ever imagine. Why was it that we went on the trip? Because I didn't think we ever would.
I was really hesitant about that. I thought it's too much money, but then I looked at some of the ferry reservations and I started making reservations of my own, and I gave up. It was just too frustrating figuring out where we were going to go, what campgrounds we were going to stay in, even what things we were going to see.
So it made our life a lot easier because we didn't have the stress with each other trying to make all those decisions.
Didn't have to come up to a venue and say, oh, that costs a little bit too much. Maybe we won't do that. It's all paid for, everything's taken care of. The wagon master's gone in that way, made the reservations already. We just show the badge, walk in, enjoy the venue.
So when we went, we got to go on the bus tours and they were guided. So we never would have learned all of the information about the different places we visited had we not had the great guides on the bus twice. We would not go to the restaurants they took us to, but we felt like we were wined and dined, and we went to plays, and it was amazing. The campgrounds that we had, we were parked right there in front of God and country, looking at the ocean. I mean, nothing was in front of us or in between us.
I didn't have to worry about, will the campground hold us, our size? We're kind of big for going up that part of the country, and it was hard to try to find that stuff on my own. Fantasy took care of all that for me.
And then we went from strangers, and within that 61 days, they became family. And that was really amazing. So we helped each other out when needed. Sometimes.
Another thing I didn't have to worry about was, what happens if I get stranded someplace? I broke down. Who's going to help me? Some rigs do break down now and then. We did have a couple of failures from people in the group, but the tail gunner was there, helped make arrangements for roadside assistance to come in. Just took all the worries away.
It was great. I would recommend it to anyone that would like to go on this trip of a lifetime. It is amazing. You will meet friends and family. You will see amazingly beautiful things. We haven't.
Well, it's so much fun that we signed up at the end of the tour. We signed up for another tour for next year, just waiting to go.
And when we were on the ferry, that was kind of neat because we've never been on a ferry before. So, driving on the ferry was a little interesting. It's like, is it going to hold us? And so we all got in. And then on the way back, that was a 6-hour ferry. On the way back, it was an overnight ferry. And we got to stay in a cabin. And we would never have done that on our own either. We would have gone the cheapest route possible. So that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's all good accommodations, good meals. I think we got fed too much. I think we gained a little weight on the way. In between the fancy restaurants and the campground cookouts.
And then we had campfires and just sit around, and we had hiking. There were a very variety of abilities of people there and ages. And so there were like 5 couples of us who liked to go hiking during the day. And so we would go on those things. And some others like to sit around the campground, or some like to go shopping. Everyone got to do what they wanted to do.
And some people did have some mobility challenges, and Fantasy made arrangements for them to go where they needed to go, get them into the venues they needed.
Right.
So,
and the tour guides helped out with that too. So we really appreciate Fantasy for everything that they've done for us. It made that trip amazing, and we're ready to go on another one.
Yep, looking forward to the next one.